When your kid's tap dancing in his seat in math class, when they seem a little off before practice, or when you or your spouse hit that mid-afternoon energy dip and things get a little ornery, it's easy to label it as nerves, attitude, or just one of those days. But most of the time, the brain isn't getting consistent fuel. I'm Mike from the Athletic IQ Lab, and I want to show you why the ups and downs you're seeing, whether in your young athlete, your teenager, or even yourself, often have less to do with motivation and more to do with metabolic stability. This isn't blame, it's about understanding how busy days, irregular meals, quick snacks, and long stretches between eating can quietly affect the whole household's energy and mood. Let's start with this. Metabolism isn't fast or slow. Let's think of it as flexible or stressed. And in a typical modern family, juggling school, practices, meetings, errands, and unpredictable schedules, metabolism gets stressed easily. So here's what we know. When blood sugar jumps up and drops quickly, energy and focus tend to follow the same course. For kids, that might look like inability or trouble concentrating. For adults, it might feel like foggy thinking or that afternoon dip after lunch. None of this means anything is quote unquote wrong. It's just our physiology doing what our physiology does. And here's the part that many families don't hear. Activity level doesn't guarantee metabolic flexibility. You can't outrun a bad diet. Being active doesn't automatically protect kids or adults from the effects of quick burning fuel. In fact, adding training or long days on top of inconsistent fueling can make those dips feel even more noticeable. So when we ask a kid to focus or ask ourselves to just push through, sometimes we're asking the brain to operate without the steady fuel it needs to achieve that task. Blood sugar and mood work both ways. This is true for adults and for kids. If blood sugar isn't steady, mood regulation gets harder. If mood feels off, it becomes harder to make more balanced food choices. It's a simple cycle that shows up in small ways in everyday moments. A child getting frustrated more quickly, a parent feeling more impatient than usual, a spouse hitting a midday slump. Not character flaws, just signals. So what's a realistic move for families? Well, here's something simple we use at the AIQ Lab that works for kids, teens, and adults. The 3-day blood sugar reset. Think of it as resetting the household's energy baseline. Now, you don't have to overhaul everything. You just create 3 days of steadier fuel so the brain and body can stabilize. Think of it like this. Day 1, eliminate the spikes. This is about taking out the biggest roller coaster of fuels. Not forever, just long enough to give the body a quieter day. Usually this means fewer sugary drinks, fewer ultra-processed snacks, pairing carbs with protein or a healthy fat, not going too long between meals. Now, families typically notice calmer energy, fewer dips in energy, a bit more steadiness from the morning till the evening. Small changes equal noticeable shifts. Day 2, now we're gonna build the base. Once the big spikes are gone, day 2 focuses on adding structure, steady meal timing, balanced plate, protein plus color plus slow carbs, snacks that last longer, water earlier in the day. This helps the body trust that fuel is coming at consistent intervals. Now that reduces those panic signals that lead to dips or cravings and a reaction to those cravings. And kids usually feel more even. Parents tend to feel cleaner and a little bit more patient. Now day 3, lock it in. By day 3, the families usually notice a difference without needing anyone to try harder. Now we just identify what works best for your schedule and your family. Whether that's breakfast before school, a mid-morning snack for parents at work, better lunch options, or a pre-practice routine that keeps kids level. This thing makes the whole thing more sustainable for real life. Busy work days, homework, night practices, meetings, all of it. Why this works quickly? Well, when blood sugar becomes more stable, things like sleep improves, recovery improves, daily energy improves, training quality improves for athletes and fit adults, and patience increases for parents and kids. And emotional regulation improves for kids and parents. Confidence improves for everyone. It's a foundational shift. Not a drastic one, but a foundational shift. Same people, same schedule, just a better support system for running the whole operation. If your family is juggling long days, sports schedules, crazy work life, or just feeling more stable and energized, this is exactly what we help families with at the Athletic IQ Lab. We train young athletes, support parents, and build habits that make active households feel more grounded and resilient on and off the field. Now you can learn more about us at our website, AthleticIQLab.com. Just check out the link below. If this video is helpful, hit the like and subscribe so you don't miss out on the next one. Final thoughts. Metabolic stability isn't about perfection. It's about giving the body a predictable base to operate from. When your family learns how to fuel steadily, kids focus better, parents feel more energized, evenings get smoother, practices feel stronger, and everyone becomes more aware of what their body is asking for. This is what holistic athletic development looks like. Not just building better athletes, but helping whole families feel steady, capable, and confident in the rhythms of their daily life.